We've arrived in Toronto, Canada. Yesterday we flew 10 hours from Germany, from Berlin.
Well, back in 1988, I believe the Melbourne and the Sydney Swans, I think, to Toronto played an exhibition game in Toronto, and a group of Australians, of course, then decided that we need to get footy started. So the first games were played in 1989. So it was actually the oldest league in the Northern Hemisphere. So it's been going for now 22 years. And those two teams have now moved to 10 teams across the province. 6 actually have reserve grade and 3 actually have women's teams now. So it's been quite a growth.
Not the main strips in Mumbai, you could get little blondies and...
Lining up this morning in Toronto with the Kangaroos. We're playing the Toronto Dingoes. Yeah, the rain's coming down. Looks like it's not going to go away, but my type of conditions. Great deck here. Grassroots footy, love it.
Ready to rock and roll. Captain today.
On you go, mate.
There he is, 31, trotting around 31! On his toes.
It is absolutely pissing down.
It's great weather for ducks.
This reminds me of back at Button Park at North Albury.
Hey, girlfriend!
Big wind across the ground, pouring rain.
Thunder and lightning.
Thunder and lightning. The game's just been delayed at the moment because of lightning.
Well, I've been involved in football all my life. I just want to give back to football what it gave to me, and I got an education out of football. I just want to see the sport grow. I want to see it grow at junior level here in Canada.
As a coach and just basically a guide to help some of these young kids just a bit more about the skills of the games of AFL. All these kids here are from a Youth at Risk program. So yeah, it's a great non-profit organisation that's behind this, and the Aussie X program, as well as the OFL, that's the Ontario Footy League, are also involved.
What happened?
I gotta go!
Great work.
Yeah, Aussie X formed about 3 years ago. It's a sports program that goes into schools, and we run our programs during school hours. We do Aussie Rules football, which we start. Yeah, essentially we want to get the kids physically active and introduce them to a new culture, and yeah, just connect with them in a different way, you know.
We love passing it to our teammates all the time. We also love scoring. We also love throwing it, and we just love the way it has teamwork in it. And love winning.
Fun?
Aussie is better.
Aussie?
Aussie's better than American football.
I want you to tell me what you love about footy, all right?
It's so much fun. That's
fun.
what. It's super fun. It's awesome. It's super fun.
What is fun about it? What do you like about it?
We all use teamwork. I like the kicking.
How's your junior league going in 2011 compared to when you first started in 2003?
28 kids, and now we have about 120 playing footy every week. Four teams in 3 age groups. It's a suburb of Vancouver called North Delta.
What keeps you connected to the game?
I just love the look on the kids' face when they learn the skill and they see their improvement, and they just keep asking me that we get to play again and again.
Oh, to South Melbourne as well?
Yeah, my cousin Bob Skilton played for the Swans.
I've been watching since '89. I played in '89 for 10 or 11 years.
And here every
Yeah,
game.
we have to fight the spectators to get our prime location.
They're just paying around.
You know, in Canada, North America, we've seen all the sports, but nothing compares to Aussie Rules because it includes everything. You know what I mean? It includes everything, every facet. You know, courage, skill, speed, everything. But one thing to this day that I miss is the drop kick.
Yeah, yeah.
Hard kick!
Hard! With the ball! You got it!
You thought you had it. Just to review a bit, wet weather, right? Weather. Flat hands, right? Yeah. Chest marks, keep your feet. And when he leaves us open, but at the same time, that's an option for the Eagles, okay? So
Good tap. He's got it out. Jump it. That's all right. Trav, Riyad, Vancy, Bobby, Adam, Boyce, Hogan, Pato. Guys, that was a great quarter.
Yeah. Boys, there's a lot more pressure than there has been on us so far. There's a lot more pressure, whether it's real or perceived. What we've got to do now is use our voices.
One of the aims of the job is to make sure that you can develop the sport here in Ontario and in Canada as a whole. But to do that, of course, what we came up with was an idea that maybe we could put into it, and it's only in its early stages. We're in our first year this year, but put in some sort of exchange, and that would involve maybe 3 or 4 players from the Ontario Football League, junior players here, around the ages of 16, 17, 18, 19, that are just starting their careers over here, and maybe sending them back to Australia, where they can pick up obviously train with some local teams back there and improve their skills. Obviously, after a year of football in Australia, they would return back here and no doubt be better footballers. The second part of that, of course, because we are trying to make it an exchange, is that with my old school, believe it or not, St Pat's College, 3 young boys, have all travelled now over here to Ontario. They're all in place in the Ontario Football League, and the idea is obviously because they've grown up with football in Australia, so the idea is for them to transfer their skills.
Representing Canada, and it will be a terrific opportunity to see where the game is all about, and see where it came from.